Okay, so it looks like we are set to go, and let's get to my mat. And here we go for the advanced Pilates mat work today. So let's just start rolling ourselves down, come right back into your upper arm curl. You can frog in and support your head with your hands. Pull the skull up, lengthening the neck, and we frog out and then in. Inhale to reach away, exhale to return, gliding legs forward and sliding them back in as if they're going up a sliding board and then right back in towards your tailbone. One more this way. And then arches, parallel legs, soft point through the feet. Your toes lengthen out into space. You pull yourself back in. Legs slide forward to open the knees and then pull them in over your chest. Inhale to stretch, exhale to return. Let's do one more and then come in to flex the feet and push the heels away and back. Really spread the toes wide here, maintaining that flexion through the foot as well as at the ankle. Try not to fall backwards with the movement of your legs. And we lift the head and try to press the waist down on every exhale. Now let's take the legs up and inhale to point, exhale to flex, roll through your feet. Toe ball heel, heel ball toe. And then point to circle the arms around and start your hundreds, pumping the arms here. Actively up the side of your body. The arms squeeze in a little bit so you feel the inner arms connect to the serratus, to the external obliques. So you have sort of a wrap feeling around the area under your chest. Head is high, you're bending forward. Deep bend here in the upper abs. And then the low abs need to work hard to support the weight of your legs at whatever angle you choose. Lengthen the legs, lengthen the arms, lengthen through the fingertips, lift up through the top of your head. Gaze tilts down and in towards the belly. And one more breath for this. And then we'll lay it down and stretch out for roll up. So lift the arms, anchor the blades, and reach the arms behind you. We'll bring the arms up, lifting the head, neck, and shoulders. Exhale to pull off the mat. Big breath out to pull your body off the ground. Dive forward, stretching the whole back line. Curl the tail forward and up as you roll down with your spine into the floor. Go all the way back, release the arms back, and we come right up. Exhale through this. The arms higher as long as you can manage your descent to the ground. And then keep lifting them up so you challenge yourself. You have to work hard every time, but not lose your control. And of course, sometimes we miscalculate, but that's all part of figuring out where you want to be in your body and just make your adjustment. Either making the exercise a little easier or a little more difficult as you go into the next rep. Push the legs away from you. Try to dig the heels into the ground. Rotate the pelvis around the back of the femurs on the way down. And then we'll do one more to come up, exhaling, breathing out, diving forward. The exhale continues so you're all the way forward. And then we're down again here slowly. Just ride your breath to the ground. And we circle the arms around for roll over. So here you can lift the legs, extend them forward, soft point. They're together, bring them up and over. Flex the feet, open the feet about 4 inches, and then try to lower the legs, getting an increased stretch in the back of your legs and your low back. Take the legs forward, point, close, and bring them up and over. Flex apart, and down we go. Really press to the arms for a little resistance to gravity. Come forward, close the legs, bring the legs up and over. Exhale to lift your hips high in the air. Open, flex, and down. Now we reverse the foot. So you bring the legs forward, you point, you close, then we open. Go over with the feet pointed. We have to flex a little sooner because I'm running into the equipment here. Flex the feet, close the legs. Reach out through your heels to the wall behind you as you drag the hips down. Release the legs forward, point them, and take them up and over. Then you flex, close, and down again you go. Keep the throat as long as you can, looking slightly up and back. One more like that. Try to pull the heels away from the sit bones and vice versa. Now we lower the left leg down. The right leg goes out to an angle that you can support for your tray. So we lift to come up, lift your head, neck, shoulders first, left hand to the back of the right leg, pull your body on up, come all the way up to sit up tall. And then we release the tail forward and up the wall in front of you. Work your spine down, the hands flow one after the other. You come to the ground and we lift again. Both legs straight as possible, chest wide here, shoulders broad, and down you go. The spine still tracking right down the middle of your mat. Lifting up, less time, pull yourself up. Sit up high here, now bend the elbows, lift the leg, and then release it down. You bring it up and then you push it away. One more like this, and down. Now you can extend the arms, squeeze them in around your chest, and then stretch all limbs forward, out through the feet, out through the fingertips. Your body comes down, we lift the leg, and we start our advanced circles. Inhale across the body, the hip rises. Exhale, down, around, out to the side, the left hip is grounded. Stretching here. Enjoy that feeling of rotation in your spine and length through your leg. You think of the foot leading you through the spiraling action of your body. And one last one like this. Rolling back on the diagonal to center and then reverse. Hold the left side heavy, the leg moves right and out wide. Pull it across the body, lifting the hip and then flowing it down. So the left side is still grounded, his leg moves to the right hip lifts as the right leg crosses to the left. Remember, just like from the very beginning, when you started learning this at beginning Pilates, it's a short inhale from the top and then a long exhale around so the leg is back pointed up to the ceiling. And one last one. The leg rotates on the socket here and we scissor switch the legs. Right is down, left is out, and it goes on the diagonal that you want for trade. Coming up, opposite hand first to the back of the leg. Pull yourself up, come all the way up, easy. Shoulders melting down your back and look down, round your back, and your spine curves into the ground. You stretch the legs away and then lengthen the arms at your side, coming up again. Come all the way up to sit tall, and your gaze is then going down the wall in front of you. Tracks a line. At the very end, you look up at the ceiling, and one last time. And then again, we lift the leg, get the stretch in the back of it. Relax shoulders even as you pull the arm to you. And then we lift the leg, release it up in the air, and stretch out through your feet as you come down with your body to the ground. Arms at your side for stability. You lift the leg higher and circle. Now this time the left side comes off. It's free and mobile. The right side is grounded. Short inhale to start the movement and a long exhale around and up to the sky. You want to hear your breath in the room as you move your leg here, as you move your body here. Come to the top and reverse. Out to the side and exhale, sweep it across, lift it up. Flow off and flow back onto your mat. And one last circle. And at the top, and then you can fold that knee into your chest and we'll forward it up for rolling like a ball. Hands to the shins, find your position and roll. Tail up in the air, head up in the air. Round your back as much as you can. You think upper and curl, pelvic tuck, wide scapula, so the ribs fall backwards between them. And you just try to pull your head down in between your knees. Heels come in closer to your sits bones. You want to tighten up the position so you're always working hard to do your exercise here. And last one. And into the abs series. So we hold on to the right ankle with the right hand, below the right knee with the left hand, right into the upper up curl. Inhale to switch your legs and exhale to switch again. You pull each leg in tight to your chest and you try to pull your head up higher than your knee. So you maintain a deep bend in the upper part of the spine and deep work in the upper abdominals. Let's bring the left leg in, leave it there, and bring both legs in, one hand to each shin. The feet stretch down, and along the mat, you scoop the air up with the top of your feet. You embrace the legs in, and you stretch out long here, and then you pull into a little ball. Think hammock, and then ball. One more. Embrace it in. Scissors, right leg up, left forward, and we switch the legs. So you get a nice stretch to the back line of your leg. Keep the arms as straight as you can. The elbow might bend a little bit if you're pulling the leg closer over your shoulder. One more set. Use the connection of your hand to feel the work in your center. And then bring your hands behind your head. Double leg, lower lift. Reach the legs out and away from you. Exhale, pull the belly deep and lift the legs up towards the sky. And again, reach. We are only going as low as your abs can support the weight of your legs, so that your abs feel the work and your spine doesn't take the brunt of this. Remembering that your psoas muscles connect right to your lumbar vertebra and discs. You want to respect this exercise and treat yourself well here. And then let's come in and twist to the right and then to the left. Coming up and around yourself. Really got to reach forward. Leg shoots out of the socket and then pulls tight to the chest. Once more to the left, back to center, and lay yourself down. Hug the knees in, and then we're going to come forward up to sitting for spine stretch. Open the legs, lift the arms up by the ears. Take an upper back extension, look forward and down, and lift your belly into your spinal curve as you dive over. Take a deep bow here. Press down with your legs as you rise. Rotate the palms back, chest up, eyes up, and looking at the horizon, then looking down. You move from the head, the neck, and then down the spine sequentially. Press down to lift. The lower part of the body should still be vertical as the upper part falls backwards. And last time to come forward, hold onto your legs. Pull your waist back, a little stretch maybe where you're tight still. Even pull the toes back to get more stretch in the calf. And now we'll come forward with the hips for open leg balance and rocker. So both legs go up here, narrow V, fold them back down, and then we lift one more time. Hold it there, get ready to roll. Look at your tailbone, and we bring the tail up in the air, and then exhale, dive forward to catch yourself here on your sacrum. Try again, make your spine as round as possible so you can roll easily onto it. Think of inhaling to inflate your back. And then exhale, pull the belly in tight. One more like this. Close the legs, go arms free, hands free, and then leave the legs in the air as you pull your spine to the ground. Lay yourself down for advanced corkscrew. We jackknife up through center first. Push off the ground, the feet go high. Tip your torso to the right. Go down on the right side of your spine. Your spine itself is still centered over the middle of your mat. Your hips are down. You circle the legs to the right, forward to the left. Push off the floor, come up in a twist, and untwist at the top. Tilt to the left. You're going down and then circling around to the left, across the center to the right, up and through center. Center at the top, look up over, head at your ankles, at your feet, and we go down on the right side. Circle here, big sweep, massage across your SI joints, coming up and lift into your jackknife centering, and then down on the left. You're on the hip, you go across the sacrum, you're on the opposite hip, pull the legs back and in. You don't want the legs too far away from the center as you're rising. That can really torque out your back. We'll do one more set. Down on the right side, circling it around. Like up and in to the left, come center. Last time going down on the left to come up on the right. We want to end going up on the right because we started going down on the right when we first started the exercise. You center and then jackknife right down the midline. Coming up, opening the legs, and sitting tall for song. So we'll rotate here to the right and dive over, pull the arms into length, coming upright, the head floats high, and we twist, dive, and reach. Opposite hip is grounded. Pull up to center, spin and dive over, reach it out long. Lift here, center, and twist. Stretch it long, pull yourself into that diagonal line. And last time here to the left. By anchoring through the opposite glute, you get that nice diagonal stretch across your back. And here, close the legs, flip over onto your stomach for swan. Hands by your armpits, feet reach long, legs can be open. Pull back through your elbows and in as you lift up into your upper back extension. The blades fall towards the tail. You release your back down a little bit at a time, so you're not just collapsing onto the ground, but you're lengthening the back as you roll to the floor. Pull back again and lift. You may get to the point where your hips open as well. Next time we go up, we're going to rock. Throw the legs in the air. Last one. Child's pose. Stretch out your lats as you leave your hands forward, dig into the mat and pull away from it with your body. And then we're going forward onto your forearms for single leg kick. Push the mat down with your fist, with your elbows, kick the right heel in 1, 2, and down, now the left, double beat, and down, now the right. Keep your pelvis glued to the floor here, and lift up with your eyes, lift up with your heart, feel the stretch in the abs. Even the skin gets taut here across the belly. There's no collapsing, there's no relaxing. You're still pushing actively back down and in with your arms. Last time for the left kick. And then we lower down, turn the head to the right. Overlap your hands on your back. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, 3 beats, both legs. Pulse 1, 2, 3. Press the feet into the floor. Bring the arms back to lift the chest up. Down we go to look left. And we pulse again. Pump the air out of your lungs here. Breathing deeply, exhaling. And now inhale to rise. And down to pulse again. Stretching your quads with every beat. You can intertwine the thumbs, keep the wrists straight, point the fingers back towards your heels, and down we go to pump again. Lift last time, and down to the ground. Push up. Take a deep bow in your child's pose, and then stack your spine from the bottom to the top. Turn it around here for neck pull. Legs apart, feet are flexed, and we support the head. Pull the skull up, lengthening your waist, tip back, lean back, plank first, and then tuck, roll your spine out, curve your way into the mat, go all the way down. You can come up with a fist into the opposite hand, then bring your hands to your head and dive over your legs, pull the neck long, not down, and articulate up. And then lean it back. Change your arms as necessary. Elbows can come forward, even the arms can come forward so that you control your spine to the mat. We don't want to go down arching the back ever. And then you're coming up. Try to really round your back here. Don't just pull from your hip flexors. Curve yourself over. I mean, obviously the hip flexors are picking up the body off the mat, but you also want to feel some work in your abs. Take it back. Curl, roll it down. Be sure both sides of the body work evenly. Often we have a tendency to work harder on one side. The stronger side will want to keep getting stronger and do the larger part of the effort. We want to be aware that we want to strengthen the side that is not as dominant on an exercise like this, so that we start to build equal strength across the body. So lift, pull, round over, dive forward where you can. Lengthen your spine, still lifting your belly into the back. Come all the way up. And last time down. Tuck and roll it out. From here, the arms slide forward. We're going to jackknife up for scissors and bicycle. So pull the legs in, extend them up, And we lift up into the jackknife. Support your hips with your hands. You can narrow the elbows in a bit. And then we take the right leg forward and away. And exhale, lift it up. And now the left leg reaches out and away. Try to get it opening through your hip. And again for the right. Energy is still up through the tail. You want to use the strength that you have to try to elevate the hips away from the ground. Reach up through your feet in order to find a little more lift in your body. And now we'll go into your bicycle. So the right leg goes forward. You pull it back in. The left leg extends as the right one is lifting. Don't overpoint your toes. The last thing you want here is a cramp in your foot. So think of the toes just soft enough that air flows through them, and then reverse and backpedal. Can you try to go low and open the knee and open the hip? Then we'll lift up to the ceiling with legs. Maybe adjust your hands so now the thumbs and the fingers point into center. You're still trying to get the heel of your hand around to the back of the pelvic girdle. You'll feel the bone into the heel of your hand. And then the left leg goes down, and then the right one. And you're in extension here through your back, through your spine. Kick the right leg forward, point to go up, and flex to bring it down. Point to lift, flex to lower, point up, flex down, slide it under, extend the left, point and lift, flex and close. Point high and flex down. One more, point to lift, flex down, bend the knee, get the feet grounded, lift your hips, use your glutes, release the arms, they're down at your side, and you roll the spine down. Come all the way down, settling into the curve of your back, through that lumbar spine, to the sacrum, to the tail. And now a regular bridge, just stand in your feet, rock the pelvis, tip the tail up, pull the knees forward. You can come up and press the top of the shoulders down, the outer arms down to really open the chest and lift your hips high. And then roll to the inner arms and curve your spine down, winding the back so that you can drape it down here. Come all the way down, the tail settles at the end. And once more to lift. Won't be as high if your hands aren't supporting you, but that's okay, go as high as you can. And now we slide the left leg forward along the mat, flex to go up and point to go down. Flex and lift, point to lengthen out, flex up and point down, slide the leg under, extend the right. Every lift of the heel gives you a chance to elevate the hip. Flex to rise, point to lower. One more. Slide the leg under, hips level off, lift them a little higher if you can. And now roll the spine down, release it into the mat. Come all the way down, and now we come up to sitting for spine twist. Feet are flexed and together. Bring the arms out. You can see their hands through the peripheral vision. And then rotate to the right and pulse 1, 2, 3. Lift to center and then twist to the left and pulse 1, 2, and 3. Center and then to the right again. Keep your body vertical. It's nice periodically to do this in front of a mirror so that you can really see that your body is perpendicular to the floor, perpendicular to your legs. Often people will lean forward or back, either because of tightness in the muscle or because they're really not aware of where we are in space sometimes. Last time to the left. Come back to center and lower the arms. And then we'll slide forward so we can lay down on our backs for jackknife. I know we've already done a lot of them, but here's another one. So we pull the legs in, we lift them out at whatever level we can support. Bring the legs up and over and lift the feet up high. Your gaze is centered and up towards the ceiling. Never look to your side here to protect your neck. And then bring your spine down slowly. Try to resist gravity. So you feel that work in your core. And then stretch the legs out and away. And then come up again. And down we go. Reaching out with the legs. Just do one more. The legs like lift up like the flame coming off a candle, and down we go. And you can lower the legs and turn over onto your side for your side kicks. At level 5, which is the advanced level in the system I was taught, you want to support your head with your hands and take both hands by the ears. You pick the top leg up, both feet are flexed. Bring that top leg forward, pull 1, 2. Point the foot, take it back, and pulse 1 and 2. And again, double beat forward, reaching out through the tail and the sits bones. We try not to round the back. And in fact, try to lift your tail behind you when the leg goes forward. Come back to center, lower the leg. We rotate to point up and then flex down. Point to lift and flex to close. Lift once more and flex down. Now reverse the foot, flexing to lift it, point to stretch it down. Watch that you're not floating back with your top hip bone here. Really try to keep them stacked, développé. Knee goes to the shoulder, lift the leg, flex the foot, and down. Drag it in, extend the leg, push it away. One more. Tap and now reverse, going up with the flexed foot, point, bend, skate the leg down, slide it out, lift, point and bend, and then you push it away from you. See how far you can reach it before you lift less time. All the way down, rond de jambe. Inhale forward, exhale up, around, back, and through center. So part of the advanced work is not just the difficulty of the exercises you're doing, it's also the pace at which you're required to do it to get through the full series in an hour. And we always have 45 minutes, at least right now, when we go back in the studio, I think we'll go to a longer time frame. So stretch the arm and leg, bicycle, kick the leg forward, hold your leg, pull the knee in tight, swing it back, open the quad, and release the arm and the leg. So it goes forward, it folds in tight. You swing it back without lifting the knee and release on the diagonal line here. Again, flex it, the hip forward, pull the knee into your body, extend the knee back, release, let go. And reverse, up with the arm, you fold the leg, heel back to your butt, pull the knee into your chest, extend the leg out, and lengthen it, let it go. You circle back to catch your foot, push the knee behind you to get an extra little quad and psoas stretch. Extend, release, one more. And stretch it here. Figure 4. Push the knee away from your chest and bottom leg lifts and lowers, working through the inner thigh, keeping the knee straight as you bring it up and down. We're going to lift it, hold it, and circle it around and up. 1 and 2 and 3. Reverse the circles around and up. 1 and 2 and now 3. Lift it, lower it down. Top leg stretches out. You swing the legs back. You extend your arm and leg down. Head on the arm here. And both arms go overhead. You bring your fingers together. And we're picking the top leg up. Bottom leg lifts and then lowers. Bottom leg up and then down. Lift here and lower. Lift it up, hold it up. And now the top leg goes up and down 3 times. There's 2. Here's 3. Bottom leg supports it to lift it and bring it to the ground. Pushes it out of the way and then drags it to the floor. One more time. And then we lift the legs and do little walks. And then bigger strides. Woo. Back to center, lift and lower it down and onto your stomach for grasshopper. Hands under your forehead, lift the legs and turn out and you clap. And then we lower the legs, child's pose. Stretch out your back, curl it, stack your spine bottom to top, and other direction. It's a little tight here for some of my length, but we'll do what we can. So we support the head, pull the head away, legs forward. It may be a 25 to 30 degree angle. Reach out through the top leg to lift your waist off the ground. And we flex, pull that top leg forward, pulse 1, 2, point, take it back, double beat. Remember, the bottom leg has to press actively into the ground to help you stabilize. Let's do one more. The neck is long. Try to look straight ahead. Come back to center, rotate. Point to go up and flex to pull it down. Point, lift, exhale down. Now reverse, flex up and point, stretch it away. Bring it up and pull it away. One more. Flex up, point down, développé, bend. Lift the knee, extend the foot, flex and bring it down. Draw it in, kick it high, flex, lengthen it out. One more. And tap, reverse, flex foot, straight leg up, point the foot, bend the knee, skim it down the bottom leg, stretch your waist, lift the leg, point, bend. Exhale all the way forward into a flexed foot at the ankle. Last one. And rond de jambe, your big circle. Inhale forward, up, around, back, and through center. The leg rotates here on the socket, as well as moving the foot in a circle through space. Exactly like we do for the single leg circles when you're laying on your back. Now reverse, take it back, open forward and around. Really press whatever's touching the mat into the ground when you need it. And bicycle, arm forward, leg back. Kick the leg forward to your hand. Pull the leg in tight. Swing it back. Heel stays to the sits bone until it's time to release. And again, bring it forward. Fold it in. Push it behind. Release, let it go. One more. Now reverse, up with the arm, collect the heel back by your butt, the knee goes back, pull the knee in, extend the leg, stretch it, reach arm and leg away from each other, circle back without lifting the knee, fold it here, pull it forward and in, stretch it forward, release, and one more. There, and figure four stretch. And then we bring the bottom leg up and down, lift and lower, bring it high, sink it low, lift, hold it up, and we circle around it up 1 and 2 and 3, reverse your circles. Leg up, bring it down, extend the legs. Here's, I'm a little out of room, but arms overhead, touch the fingertips together, and we bring the top leg up, pull the bottom leg up to meet it, and the bottom leg lowers. Bottom leg off the mat and down. Lift it again and pull it down. Now lift, hold it up, top leg rises and lowers. Lift and lower once more. Now the bottom leg goes up and then brings everything down. One more like that. And then you lift both legs to your little walks, and then your bigger strides. Come back to center, lift the legs, lower down, and now we're on our backs here for teaser. All right, so we begin here in the advanced work with the legs in the air. You can do whatever variation you want. But let's start lifting the head, scoop the arms along the outside of the legs to come up to your first teaser. Keep the legs in the air as you curl the tail and roll the back down. Go all the way down with the head and the back of the arms and lift again. Exhale. You can slide your hands along your legs if you need that little extra connection to help you rise. And down we go. Last one. Pull yourself forward. And here, lower the legs slightly and exhale to lift them. Inhale to lower, try not to move your torso, just move your legs. And then push the legs away as you roll all the way down with your spine. And we come up again. The feet reach away. Down to the mat. Lifting again. And now circle arms and legs in opposite directions. Reverse. We're doing 2 sets, arms right, legs left, everything down, everything back to center. Last set here. And release the legs down and forward, release the spine down and back. And we turn over here onto your stomach. All right, so here we're doing swimming. You lift the arms and the legs, pump them up in the air from your glutes, from your shoulder blades. Eyes up, chest tries to lift. Stretch it out and lower it down. All right, from here, we're doing a plank. So you can get your hands under your armpits, curl your toes under. Actually, I'm not doing this yet with my recovery from my third metatarsal break, but you can also come from the top instead of doing a push-up off the ground. Curl the toes back or the toes forward and the heels back. Pick up the right leg, rock back through your left heel, come forward, lower the foot, go back, and then forward. Yeah, that's a little iffy for me. Back and forward. I'm just going to hold the leg up. You rock back and forward here with the left leg in the air. And when we're set, all right. And then let's sit back in your child's pose. Round your back, curve it. And we'll stack the spine coming up. We're going into side kicks kneeling. I'm going to do slightly different exercises than we have been. So it's been a while since we've done this one. So lift your head up, lengthening the neck. And as you extend the right arm out to the side, we're going to tip over around the right femur, picking up the left knee, and then extend the leg out. Flex the foot, kick it forward, pulse 1, 2, point, take it back, 1, 2. Flex to bring it forward, point to kick it back. One more here. Bend the knee, come up, try to hold the plank from your moving leg up to your armpit to your head, and then we'll extend the other arm out. So I'm taking my left arm out, so I know I'm going to tip over to the left and lift my right knee up. And then extend the leg, flex to kick forward, double beat, point, take it back, double pulse. We're looking for a plank here with the body rotated on the femur. Bend the knee, come up, still hold that idea of a plank. As you rise, the leg lowers underneath you. And then here we are on our side for side bend. So top foot in front, knees are bent. It's a moderately open leg. Spread the palm, look at your top hand. We press into the edges of the feet as we scoop the arm up and over. Lift your waist, drop your head, open the side ribs, bend your knees, and lower yourself down to the ground. Bring your hands on top of your ankle or calf. And then lift again, coming up and over. And slowly down. We'll do one last one here. Push into the ground. And down we go. Other side. Hands are spread open, top leg in front, heel to the base of the bottom foot's toes. And kind of engage into your lats. We're going to push off the ground with the hips, drop the head, try to lift the hip bone to the ceiling, and bring yourself down. Now, when you come up, really try to bring your shoulder right over your wrist. It gives you the most support there. And you want to be sure if your feet are sliding, pull them into the right place, because you don't want to end up in a side plank. You want to be able to really find a little curve in your body in this exercise. Come all the way down. And let's look at twist one here. So this is the one where the feet are sometimes confusing, but you still start, your heels are pulled in to your sits bone. The top leg is in front, so the heel is at the base of the bottom foot's toes. You pull your hand in really close to your side, and the other arm goes up in the air. So the arm is up on the side where the heels are bent into your sits bone. And then you're going to press through your arm. You're going to lift up, pivot the feet. So you end up with the feet at 90 degrees from each other. You drop your head, you lift your waist. The arm as if it's holding a whole armful of roses. Lift your belly up away from thorns. Lift your heels, then pull the knees together around and down. So you lower your hips, coming down, and you can lower the arm. Bring the arm up, push off your legs, push off your arm, pivot here, Try to get the knees straight. A lot of times when people first start this, they have to elevate their front hand. And in fact, sometimes they elevate both. And you could even practice this with both hands here sort of offset to push into the floor, then to lift, find the legs at 90 degrees, and then you lift up high heels, pull the knees around to lower you down. And that's actually a great way to start learning this exercise where you can focus on the feet and getting your form correct. So we're going to do that on the other side first. So the legs are stacked and the top foot is in front. You have your hands offset. So the front hand is closer to your legs. The hand further back is behind you. And we're going to lean our weight into our hands, push down to come up. The back leg pivots so that the legs end up. My right heel is into the center of my left arch. The knees are straight. You lift up to releve. Bend your knees now and then circle around with your hips to come down where you started. And then once you have that, you can add the arm up. So you're doing this on one arm. So you scoop the arm underneath. You lift your waist. You unwind the body. You come down. And often we have to tighten up the position after you complete the repetition. Let's do it one more time. Scoop the air here. Head hangs low to traction the neck. Lift your heels, unwind, and come back. And that will actually be it for today. A grand finale of Twist 1. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.